Hi guys, it's Patricia, your independent Scentsy consultant from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Today I'm going to be talking Scentsy bricks, the ones that I've warmed the past 3 months and the ones that I plan to warm in the upcoming 3 months. Now, bricks are really big. They're almost 6 times the size of a regular Scentsy bar, so they take a while to use up. And I like to do brick videos every 3 months to kind of discuss the ones I've been warming, and that helps keep me honest to try to get through some of my bricks because I tend to be a brick addict. Now, speaking of, recently Scentsy released the Johnny Appleseed brick. It sold out very quickly, unfortunately, but I was able to get a couple bricks, one for me and one for Margaret. So we don't have to fight over Johnny. We each get to have a little part of Johnny Appleseed. So let's just talk about the bricks that I've used from the summer transitioning just into the early fall season, and then we will talk about what I'm going to warm most of fall and just starting into December. So I have a brick that, man, I only have 2 little cubes left, or big cubes I should say, and I call these the fang cubes because they kind of look like vampire fangs, and I tend to leave those to the end. And this one is in Pina Colada Chacha, and I just warmed this yesterday and the previous day because I got home from work at around 6, and so then for probably about 5-ish hours, 5 to 6 hours at night, I would warm this. And man, it was so nice the past 2 nights in my open layout. So, so good. It's basically, it's got coconut milk, it's got pineapple, it's got vanilla bean and rum. And I don't really pick up rum, but man, my house smelled so nice. I do find this one wears off a little bit faster than I want it to, but the payoff is worth it. This one took me a while to kind of come around and love, but man, do I ever love it. I have another bar in reserve for when my brick is gone, and I think I will try to probably just carry this over until early summer and finish it off then. All right, I have an older brick. This is from the spring release of 2017, I believe, Bergamot and Solar Driftwood. This is a very sweaty one because I picked this one up kind of like from, I call it a drug deal bar, but you know when you kind of meet somebody and say like, here's the money, here's the Scentsy. Well, that's where this came from. And I find in a lot of those circumstances, the bricks or the bars that you may pick up in those situations, they're not the best quality. They often have a lot of sweatiness. Sometimes they look beat up, but sometimes it's worth it. So this one here, I do really enjoy. My husband said he liked this, so I picked up another one when I kind of stumbled across it. This one has, I believe it has bergamot, it has mandarin, it has driftwood. It's a nice, like, almost like a sharp, soapy driftwood scent. That mandarin makes a big difference. This is really nice in a bathroom. I've been using this in my kids' bathroom, and I don't know if you can see, but I usually cut a little bit. So I have these ones cut into 4s. When you take a brick cube and cut it into 4s, it's great for a mini warmer, or you could use 1/3 of a cube, or for any other size, you could use anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of a brick cube. I do not suggest putting the whole brick cube in. It might be a little bit excessive, and you might have a spillover. Depends on how big your dish is. Another one from the spring brick collection of 2017 is Peach and White Amber. Unfortunately, I only used 1 cube of this brick since my last video, but I really like this one as well in my kids' bathroom. It's basically peach. It has, I think, sugar blossoms and white amber, and white amber is a nice, pretty, perfumey amber. This is a really nice, enjoyable scent. However, it's light. You need to warm this somewhere small and contained to get the best performance. And I do find, unfortunately for me, I can't warm it in the hot, hot summer. I have to kind of wait until it cools down a little bit because I can smell it better in my home when it's a little bit cooler. Not like winter cool, but... Now this one here is a spring and summer brick from 2018, and I was into Scentsy at that time, and this is Berry Cosmo Boogie. I used up the top row. I usually like to use up a row at a time, and then I just cut another row. Oops. I cut another row when I'm ready to use it. So I'll probably put this one aside for next year. Excuse me. This one I think has grapefruit, cranberries, berries, and I think sugar, or raw sugar, something to that effect. This is a really, really good performing wax in my open layout. It's fairly strong, but it lasts, like it just keeps chugging along, chugging along, chugging along. So this is a good one. It's really nice also. My picky daughter's room, she likes fruity scents. And the grapefruit is just really nicely done in that scent. So it's a nice, good scent. Let's carry on with that collection. They released Mojito Mambo. Now this, oh, The sun is coming out. Whoa, it's bright. Just one second, I'm gonna pause the video and lower the blinds. Okay, I'm back. So this brick is the Mojito Mambo brick, like I was saying. I used up the top row of this one. This one is a mint scent, a mint lime scent with like club soda and rum. Now I don't get a lot of club soda and rum. I guess maybe I get a little club soda, which implies an effervescence. But this is a really nice scent, nice and bright, fresh and clean, great for spring, great for summer when you want a bright, invigorating, fresh scent. Now I think I mixed this with Pina Colada Chacha, which was nice. I think I mixed some of this with Cocoa Lime, which was nice. And I had Rosemary Mint in my club, but I took it out because I have a lot of this. I have this brick plus one more. So I have a lot of like that minty lime scent to use up. So I'll just stick with this one. I do really enjoy this. I'm not sure if we'll see this come back, but I do enjoy it myself. I have Skinny Dippin'. This was a brick that they released through Scentsy Club. They've since changed the packaging on these bricks to kind of correspond with the color of the original clamshell. But this is from, I would say, maybe late 2018. I picked this one up. I used the top row. This is basically green apple. I think it's got honeydew. No, excuse me, cantaloupe. Let me just smell it. Yeah, I'd say cantaloupe and pear. And this is a really well-loved scent. A lot of fruity lovers love this scent. Now, I thought my daughter and my son loved it. Turns out they do not. But they did not complain when I warmed this throughout my different areas of my home. This is a pretty good performing wax. It's, you know, I would say a medium to a medium plus on strength. And, you know, for a fruity scent, the longevity is about average. Sometimes fruity scents, they do tend to wear off a little bit just because of the scent pyramid. If you're not sure what the scent pyramid is, you can always Google it, but basically certain notes are like base notes that make a scent last a long time, such as woodsy notes. Top notes are sometimes things like citrus, things that kind of wear off quick, but you smell them quickly with your nose. So I finished the top row of my Shimmer Brick. Now I do have a problem with this brick. I don't know if you can see. I had to tape it. So what I like to do is I like to, and I'm talking about this because with the Johnny Appleseed brick coming, people will need to know. Basically what I like to do is I like to score along the hump of the wax. So here's the hump. You basically score it with a sharp knife and I come down and then I just pop out one giant brick at a time. I cut it usually into thirds, sometimes halves, sometimes quarters, and I'll pop it right back in, do the next one. Unfortunately, when I popped the brick cube out, this clamshell was so brittle, it broke in 2 spots. So I wasn't very happy about that because I'm all about preserving the scent. Now I think taping it may not be ideal, but I might just try to carry this over and use up some more in my next 3 months. But I do probably need to get through this brick a little bit faster because I don't really like when the clamshell cracks. So this one here, let's just talk about the scent. It's really nice and pretty. It's so pretty and girly. It's kind of different than most Scentsy scents. Like, it says it has cherries and apricot. You can't really tell that it's cherries and apricot. It's a very musky, but like not woodsy musky, like more like girly perfumey musky with sugar and a little bit of fruit. It's so pleasant. If you see this come back and bring back my bar, I would suggest picking it up for sure, or maybe consider throwing some votes its way. And if it's a scent that you really want to try, you can try it in other Scentsy products, just not wax. We have it in things like laundry and body care. So that's really nice. I definitely like sugar a little bit better, but I definitely like shimmer too. All right. Now this one here is almost gone, but it's still got the Fang brick cubes left, and it's cinnamon chai latte. And I have this going downstairs in my big area today. And I really enjoy this scent. I have a lot of bricks of this because I remember I'd pick up one here or there when it was on clearance. And for some reason, this one has not made it back as a voting option and bring back my bar. And I think sometimes they forget certain scents. But I know a lot of people really like this one. It's basically got like a frothy milk, which usually is a turnoff, but I like it here. And it's got like nutmeg and it's got cinnamon and like just a nice warm cozy scent. And if I put this in my mini warmer in my entranceway, man, it just goes. Like first the spiciness is kind of there and then eventually it's just a nice vanilla scent, which I love. So I really do enjoy this one. Really a big love of mine. I will carry that one over as well. Here is 3 cubes of a brick gone of apple s'mores. This is an older brick. I think I got this on a flash sale, which is always a bonus. And this one is one of my favorite Scentsy scents. Now, I'll tell you right now, this is controversial. It's one of those ones that people either love or hate. I love it. It's like apples. There's a little bit of smokiness. You've got like coconut milk and creaminess, and you've got like almost like a sweetness. There's no chocolate like a traditional s'mores. It's kind of a spin on a s'more. So like you've got that nice bright apple, almost like a candy red delicious apple. And then you've got the smokiness and you got a little twang. It's so nice. Let me just read you the notes because there's a lot of them. It says it's got harvest apples, cinnamon glaze, coconut milk, toasted marshmallow, vanilla cream, and warm cedar wood. So a really nice scent, very strong, great for open concept. Now, rumor has it, I've never smelled it myself, so I can't say, but rumor has it this is very close to or somewhat similar to Bath & Body Works Radiant Red Maple. Is that what it is? If I've got that wrong, I'm so sorry. But this one I will be carrying over into my fall melting session. And to finish off, what I've warmed is September's scent of the month. I've warmed quite a bit of this brick. It's Ghostly Greetings. This one here is strong to my nose, and it also changes as it goes. It changes depending on what room it's in, but it's a very, to my nose, plum heavy, smoky-ish, like woodsy, not really smoky, but woodsy, patchouli, spicy, like peppery and cardamom kind of spice, a little bit of amber, a little bit of clove, that kind of thing. But the scent notes basically say plum, spiced berries, and bourbon. And I think where they're going with the bourbon is like a spicy, warm type of scent. And it almost smells like very rich and deep and almost cologne-like to my nose. So it's very strong, and it seems like it lasts forever. I use this in my overnight warmers to illuminate my stairs because that's where I put scents that I don't care for that much. This one I don't hate, but I don't really like it enough to warm it in my bedroom or someplace like that. But if I put it in a glass mini warmer, it just goes and goes and goes because the scent throw is a little bit dampened with a glass warmer, I find, but it prolongs the scent. So anyway, Ghostly Greetings, to me, it's a really good performer. I think that if you like that kind of scent, you definitely want to give this one a try. All right, let's quickly go over the bricks I'm gonna work on. Now, I'm not gonna go into these in detail. I'm just gonna quickly show you, and we will talk more in 3 months, and I'll let you know how they did. So I'm gonna continue to work on my apple s'mores, and I'm gonna finish up my cinnamon chai latte brick. And I'm actually gonna work on a couple that I was supposed to work on that I didn't get to. Caramel Vanilla Delight is great for this time of year, and this one didn't come back. So that one even could be warmed in the winter as well. And another one I didn't get to at all was my brand big spanking new brick of Sugar Cookie. I'm just gonna smell this because I love vanilla-based scents. And I do wanna comment, I'm not crazy about the new brick. The new bricks are very hard to close, so they have like a square opening up here. Yeah, let me just look at an older one. An older one has a circular opening and they close easier. These ones are very hard to close. You have to really go down the brick. Anyway, I'll keep working on Ghostly Greetings. And I also have a brand new brick of a scent that I've never warmed. I'm so embarrassed. I am a Scentsy consultant. I have never warmed this scent. Baked Apple Pie. And it's right up my alley. I love spicy scents, bakery scents, apple scents. So Baked Apple Pie. I definitely have to put a dent into that or I'm going to be shunned from the Scentsy community. All right, let's talk pumpkin. Woohoo! Pumpkin roll. I picked this up the same flash sale that I grabbed the apple s'mores brick. This is just like one of those pumpkin roulades with like you get a little bit of nuttiness, you get brown sugar and butter, the pumpkin. And I'm not huge into pumpkin food, but I love pumpkin smells. So that is a good one. I have a full brick of the very bestseller Welcome Home. And this is basically warm and comforting with cinnamon and spices. And yes, it is. Yeah, this is a nice scent. Probably a somewhat safe scent at wintertime if you know the person is okay with spices. This would be a good scent to try. Now, just to finish things up, guess what happens in December? We have a tree. Now, last year we purchased an artificial tree, so guess what? I need a tree scent to fake out my family. So I will definitely be working very hard on Very Snowy Spruce. I've used 1 row last year. For me, these type of scents, which this one has a lot of different tree notes, but it has amber, and that's my only thing that I maybe don't love about this, but excuse me. Tree notes, like Christmas tree scents like this, have a short warming window for me personally. So December, I'm really gonna pound into this brick, and I think I'm gonna work on definitely this row and maybe even a second row. And we'll see how I do. And I think this might be my favorite Scentsy scent for the Christmas holiday time. It has the word blue in it. Some people don't love it. Some people absolutely love it, but it's the very wonderful scent of Blue Christmas. And spoiler, it's coming back in the scent of the season collection. So if you're a Blue Christmas fan, look forward to this one. This one to me doesn't really smell like the notes. The notes say something about like cinnamon and clove and, you know, fir. To me, this smells like almost like an aftershave with a Christmas tree. It's really, really nice. I don't really get the spices per se. Maybe the clove, but not really cinnamon. Anyway, I friggin' love this one. I love it, love it, love it. So anyway, that's it. I'd like to thank you guys for spending the last few minutes with me. If you like these kind of videos, please give me a thumbs up. And actually, if you're new to my channel and you'd like to hear about Scentsy scents, you can subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post any videos, so you don't miss out on what's going on in my Scentsy life. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.